What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself, and today is what I thought was a debut, but I've heard this game before 3 years ago. This is Makai Kingdom. We're gonna be listening to Transition of Soul. That sounds cool. And Alexander, the God of Destruction, or Alex's theme, both from the channel Rinty, W-R-I-N-T-Y, requested by JB Doc. Well, I heard this 3 years ago, which is horrendous to say, but I don't remember anything about it. So let's just get into it. I'm gonna treat this as brand new. I don't know the composer, I don't know anything. Let's just listen to some Makai Kingdom again. This is Transition of Soul. I can't believe I'm saying that 3 years ago. Oh, sorry, that just like really caught me off guard. Oh my gosh, that tickled me in all the right places. Do I have to listen to more Makai Kingdom? Wow, this sounds so good. The piano over here on the left side is amazing. Oh my god, I'm being like drifted away right now. This is one of those episodes where I'm just like, man, video game music is just such a unique, cool thing. And there's just gems all over the place that you would never hear otherwise. I think it's looped. We're halfway through the video, so. Dude, all week I've been getting like bass bangers. I've been very lucky this week. Sounds very 90s to me. See what this says? Read the first sentence. The first sentence. Disgaea. That makes so much sense. Wow. This is how I feel right now. A spin-off of the Disgaea series. Disgaea? Whatever. Damn, dude. Nippon Ichi Software, PlayStation 2. Okay. My mistake. I honestly didn't pay attention to this. I wasn't looking at the thumbnail, I was looking at the title. The title just says Makai Kingdom. Now I see it. It says Arrange Album Transition of the Soul. I just saw the title. But then I see this, and it says Phantom Kingdom. I don't know what that is. Is that the name of the album? So are you telling me that I heard another version of the song? This song exists normally? I'm kind of tempted to hear that again. Well, I'm tempted. I'm going to do some research to find an original if there is one. But damn. But dude, it makes so much sense that it's like from the Disgaea series, because the music from those games are insane. I don't know who composed them though. I didn't see that actually. I don't know if it's the same composers either as. I'm gonna have to do some research. In the meantime, this one's 6 minutes. Alexander, the God of Destruction. Now, just based on that title, I'm gonna guess that this genre that we're about to hear is gonna be nothing like what we just heard. It's probably gonna be the complete opposite, but I don't want to judge a book by its cover. This is Alex's theme, Alexander, the God of Destruction, from Makai Kingdom, and I'm gonna do some research. Oh, this was released in Japan as Phantom Kingdom. Same game. Shh. This is like the one Michael Jackson song. Oh, man. Well, I thought it was gonna be like metal or orchestral, not this Spanish guitar electric thing. All I can say is like, thank you. I would never know about this otherwise. This would have been just undiscovered by me for my entire life. So the whole thing has a flamenco rhythm, even the electronic part. Some of this kind of sounds like Legend of Zelda. A little bit. Oh. You hear it too, right? It sounds like the main theme of Zelda. Just kind of. Very little. Dude. I've been researching a lot here. There's a lot of information here. Yeah, that part sounds like the Legend of Zelda main theme. Just at the beginning. That's so cool, dude. This is so good. Wow. This is one of those days. This is one of those days where, yes, I'm aware that, I constantly have the privilege of hearing video games from all around the world, all around different time periods and all that, and it's just grateful. I could have lived forever not knowing this existed out there. You know what I mean? I would have never heard it, and it's so good. It's so good. Ah, man. Both of them were fantastic. So I did some research, and apparently both of those songs we heard, were Hiroto Saito. Couldn't find much about him. And this game, it's called Makai Kingdom Chronicles of the Sacred Tome. But in Japan, it's Phantom Kingdom. Still don't know if there's an arrange or if there's like an actual regular soundtrack of it. Kind of want to find out. Not in this video, but maybe another one. Strategic role-playing game released by Nippon Ichi. It follows the trials of Overlord Zeta, the self-proclaimed most badass freaking overlord in the entire cosmos. He's who I'm guessing we saw in the cover art. And his attempts to get his body back and rebuild his netherworld. Where does Nippon Ichi sound familiar, besides probably Disgaea? What else do they make? Man, it is so much... I did so much Googling this episode. Also, they're known as NIS. Let me just see what other IPs they have. I feel like I've heard that name a lot. Oh, they have a lot of games. Anything I would remember? Okay, there's this guy. Anything else? I feel like I've heard that. Disgaea. Nothing else? Damn, there's a lot more Disgaea games that I thought. I'm seeing at least like 5 of them. That seems to be their kind of bread and butter, but they have a lot of games. A lot of portable stuff. A lot of PSP, Vita, 3DS. Where else have I heard? If anyone knows what else I've done, I feel like I've done something else. I don't know. I hear so many things all the time. It could just be lost in the sauce. Anyways, yeah, that was fantastic. Those are both so good. The first one is such a great title too, Transition of Soul. And I feel like these are like, what's the word? Hidden gems. The ones we heard, the first one we heard was uploaded 16 years ago and only has 6,000 views. Now, nothing to scoff at, but after that long, that's like no one's heard it. You know, it's like one of those deep cut YouTube videos. Same with this one. 16 years ago, 13,000. So I don't know if this game wasn't popular over here or if it's just one of those not known. I don't know, but damn, the second one was fantastic. I haven't heard much like that. I'm trying to remember the last time I did hear something like that. There was... It's not similar at all, but it just reminded me of it. And that was Romancing Saga. One of the first times I heard like Spanish guitar in video games. That was really cool. But this had like this whole other thing with the electronic elements, but also at the very end, out of nowhere, we got this, you know, like Indian sound with the microtones, which I've always found so impressive to someone who can sing all the little tiny tones in between notes. That was just really enjoyable, man. I don't know. You know, a lot of times when I hear links that are very, very old, I usually comment on it, like, oh, the compression is there and I can hear it. I mean, I'm sure if I listened really hard, I could hear it, but that sounded amazing just like that. I really am curious, though. If this exists, if these two songs exist in the game, let me know, and then I'll do like a bonus follow-up video, and I'll just hear the originals. If not, just tell me, you know, whatever you want to tell me about Makai Kingdom. I really want to go hear my other reaction I did of it. Let me see what that was, by the way. I don't know. I can't keep track. I heard Sabat 3 years ago. My face in the thumbnail, I'm like 2,000 views 2 years ago. So it's one of those like hidden gems too, even amongst my channel. That happens sometimes. I love when it happens. That just was mentioned to me. I mentioned that when I did my desert video. The best desert song in my opinion was this one song from a Puzzle and Dragons game that no one's like played and has like so few views even on my channel, and it's like the coolest song I've ever heard. So it just happens like that. I don't know. This is one of those videos that can only exist like here, you know, like where it's like the specialty is video game music, and this is going to be something that now is going to join the ranks of like my background music. You know, not very many make it to there. Usually the background songs that you hear while I'm talking, it's just songs that I know or I grew up with, or games I've played or something, but they have to be really, really special for me to like consider putting them in. So I think these will join the ranks. All right, well that's Makai Kingdom. Let me know more. I'm guessing that was a boss fight. It didn't sound like a boss fight, but I don't know. At this point, I don't know if anything really sounds like a boss fight. You know what I mean? That was great. Anyways, cool. Thanks to the requesters. Thanks to everyone who's on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Later.